We start in the Pacific Northwest. The Seahawks at home to take on the 49ers. And this is the Niners wideout. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The 49ers come away with the victory on the road in the season opener. From there, why don't we go to Cleveland? Let's check in on the Browns as they host the Cincinnati Bengals. And here's the home team's running back. Footwork, agility, speed, power, a brilliant run for the touchdown. The Browns are just too much in this one. They win it 35-17. One more to show you. Let's go to Philadelphia. It's the Eagles taking on the Cowboys. And here's the Eagles wideout. This will wind up a touchdown. The Eagles get it done within the division as they come away with the victory. Plenty to get to here. We begin in South Florida. The Dolphins at home to take on the New England Patriots. And this is the quarterback of the Dolphins, a 17-yard touchdown pass. The Dolphins are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. Got another one to get to right now. How about Gang Green? The Jets, they're playing host to the Buffalo Bills. And here's the Bills wideout. This will wind up a touchdown. The Bills get a second straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. One last one to show you, and it's in Detroit. It's the Lions hosting the Chicago Bears. And we know the Detroit offense can score. How about the defense getting it done? This would turn out to be one of the biggest plays of the game. The Lions are in the win column. They win it in front of the home faithful and move to 1-1. We start in Cleveland. The Browns at home to take on the Green Bay Packers. And here it's the Browns defense getting it done. They force the errant throw, it's picked off, and they've got room, they've got blockers, and no one's gonna get him. Touchdown. The Browns get their 3rd win as they come away with the victory. Next, let's go to Landover, Maryland, just outside the nation's capital. Looking in on the Commanders, they're playing host to the Las Vegas Raiders. And this is the Commanders wideout. Just get his hands on the football and let him do the rest. 54 yards for the score. Lastly, let's squeeze in one more. And here's the Bengals running back. Footwork, agility, speed, power, a brilliant run for the touchdown. The Bengals move to 2-1. They get the victory here. Plenty to get to here. We begin in South Florida. The Dolphins at home to take on the New York Jets. And this is the Dolphins wideout. Playing like street football. Everyone go deep, and this time it works. A brilliant catch and run for the touchdown. The Dolphins turn this one into a laugher, a lopsided shutout win. From there, let's go out to Denver, checking in on the Broncos as they host the Cincinnati Bengals. And here's the Bengals wideout. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Bengals have won 3 straight since falling in the season opener. They get the victory here. One more to bring you up. Let's go to Arlington. The Cowboys taking on the Packers. And this is the quarterback of the Cowboys. He'll find his man, front left corner of the end zone for the score. The Cowboys are back at 500 after 2 losses to start the year. They win 2 in a row. We'll begin in Glendale, Arizona. The Cardinals at home to take on the Tennessee Titans. And here it's the Tennessee defense that steps up. This a big play early in the ballgame. The Titans get their 5th win on the year as they get the victory here. From there, let's go up to the Pacific Northwest, Seattle. Let's look in on the Seahawks as they play host to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this is the running back for the home team. Footwork, agility, speed, power, a brilliant run for the touchdown. One more for you. Let's go to SoFi Stadium. It's the Rams taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And this is the Niners wideout. He was a big-time factor in this one. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches on the night. The 49ers accomplish what they set out to do as they come away with the road victory. Lots to get you caught up on. We'll start in KC. The Chiefs at home to take on the Detroit Lions. And this is the visitors' running back. He's going to get the carry here, and look at him go. The Lions run their winning streak to 5 straight as they get another W. From there, it's off to Atlanta. Let's look in on the Falcons. They're playing host to the Buffalo Bills. And here's the Bills running back. He's going to fight his way into the end zone from a yard out. The Bills win their 3rd straight game as they get the victory today. Lastly, let's go to MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants taking on the Eagles. And here's the Eagles running back. He's going to show some burst, and he has a score, 24 yards on the touchdown. Lots to get you caught up on. We'll start in KC. The Chiefs at home to take on the Raiders. And it's the Raiders defense that comes up with the big play here. They force the interception. They've got room. They're taking it all the way. Pick 6 for the touchdown. The Raiders wind up taking this one by a touchdown. Next up, we go to Big D, specifically Arlington, Texas. Check in on the Cowboys at home to take on Washington. And this is the Commanders wideout. Playing like street football. Everyone go deep, and this time it works. This will be an 83-yard catch and run for the touchdown. One more for you. Let's go to Cincinnati. The Bengals hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is the Steelers quarterback. An 8-yard touchdown pass in the books. The Steelers are hot. They improved to 6-0 with the win here. Some big games to get to. We'll start in the Steel City. The Steelers at home to take on the Green Bay Packers. And this is the Steelers quarterback. He's got nobody open, so he'll just hot-foot it himself. 7 yards for the touchdown. From there, it's down to the Big Easy in New Orleans. We'll check in on the Saints as they play host to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this is the Saints quarterback. Touchdown from 20 yards away. The Saints win it in overtime by 3. Lastly, we head out to SoFi Stadium. It's the Chargers hosting the Minnesota Vikings. And it's the Charger quarterback. Well done here. It's a touchdown. The Chargers get their 6th victory as this win moves them to 6-2 on the season. Some big games to get to. We start in Buffalo. The Bills at home to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. And this is the Bills quarterback. One of his 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Bills move their mark to 7-1, looking good as they get the win. From there, let's get you to another interesting matchup. And this is the Lions quarterback. Well done here. It's a touchdown. The Lions able to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. They win it in the final moments. Lastly, let's squeeze in one more. And this is the Niners defense making the big play. The ball's out, it's scooped up, and they're gonna return it for the touchdown. A turnover in their own end of the field for a score for the D. The Niners remain undefeated. They are now 9-0 with yet another victory. Plenty to get to here. We begin in South Florida. The Dolphins at home to take on the Buffalo Bills. And here's the Bills running back. He's going to scamper 31 yards to the house. Touchdown. The Bills move their mark to 8-1 as they get the victory. From there, let's go out to Denver, checking in on the Broncos. They're playing host to the Las Vegas Raiders. And this is the running back. 49 yards to the end zone. The Broncos win their second straight as they get the victory here. One more to tell you about, the Falcons and the Colts from Berlin. And it's the Falcons quarterback. A touchdown pass here from 23 yards out. The Falcons move back to within a game of 500 at 4-5 with this win. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin out in Las Vegas. The Raiders at home to take on the Cowboys. And here's the Cowboys wideout. He's going to look this one in, and he'll take it from there. This is going to wind up as a 57-yard touchdown. The Cowboys are getting hot. It's a third straight win, and they take this one in style. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We'll look in on the Rams as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And this is the LA defense coming up with the big play. They knock the football out, force the fumble, scoop it, and they're taking it back the other way. What a game-changing play. Touchdown. The Rams had to work for it, but they win it by a field goal. Lastly, let's go to Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers hosting the Cincinnati Bengals. And this is the running back for the visitors. He'll get into the end zone, a 3-yard rushing touchdown. The Bengals get the W here. Lots to get you caught up on. We'll start in Arlington. The Cowboys at home to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's the Eagles defense that comes up with the big play here. They force the fumble, they scoop it up, and instead of giving up points, they're scoring points all the way the other side of the field. Touchdown, scoop, and score. The Eagles up their mark to 7-4 with this win. Next up, Lambeau Field. Let's look in on the Packers as they play host to the Minnesota Vikings. And this is the Packers quarterback. Touchdown from 20 yards away. The Packers had to work for it, but they win it by a field goal. Lastly, got one more to show you here. And this is the Steelers quarterback. He delivers a big play here, 40 yards on the touchdown pass. The Steelers win it in overtime by 3. Plenty of action to get you caught up on. Let's start in Tampa. The Bucs at home to take on the Arizona Cardinals. And this is the Bucs quarterback. He was sensational all afternoon. This one of 4 touchdown passes on the day. The Buccaneers had to work for it, but they win it by a field goal. From there, let's go up to the Motor City. Let's look in on the Lions. They're hosting the Green Bay Packers. And we know the Detroit offense can score. How about the defense getting it done? Ball is loose. They pounce on it, and then it's off to the races. A scoop and score for the touchdown. The Lions are in a good spot here, 2/3 of the way through the season. They stand 8-4 with this victory. One more to bring you up. Let's go to Arlington. The Cowboys hosting the Kansas City Chiefs. And this is the quarterback of the Cowboys, hooking up with his man for the touchdown here. One of 3 touchdown passes for him in the ballgame. The Cowboys come away with a convincing 28-10 win. Some big games to get to. We start in Buffalo. The Bills at home to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's a big play by the Bengals defense. They made their presence felt in a number of ways, including the pass rush as they get the sack here. From there, why don't we go to Cleveland? Let's check in on the Browns as they host the Tennessee Titans. And this is the Browns wideout. A deep shot downfield, and he's right there to look it in, and they're not gonna get him. Chalk it up as a 67-yard touchdown. The Browns come away with a victory. They win by 6. One more to bring you now. Let's go to Vegas, shall we? The Raiders hosting the Denver Broncos. And it's the Denver defense that steps up on this play. This would turn out to be one of the biggest plays of the game. The Broncos move back to within a game of 500. They get to 6-7 with some big games to get to. We'll start in the Steel City. The Steelers at home to take on the Miami Dolphins. And here's the Steeler wideout. He's going to pull this one in, and then he sets his sights towards the end zone. A 55-yard touchdown. From there, Kansas City, here we come. Let's check in on the Chiefs as they play host to the LA Chargers. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. The team got into the red zone. He gets into the end zone. A 10-yard touchdown run. The Chargers continue to roll. It's been 2 months since their last loss. This win today makes it 8 straight victories. Lastly, let's go to MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants hosting the Washington Commanders. And this is the Commanders quarterback. He's going to find his man. Touchdown, 31 yards on the pass. Plenty to get to here. We begin in South Florida. The Dolphins at home to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. And here's the Bengals running back. He's going to deliver in the red zone to the end zone. 12-yard touchdown run. The Bengals got the win in this one by 9. From there, we go to Indianapolis. We'll check in on the Colts as they play host to the San Francisco 49ers. And how about a big play from the Colts defense? They could only muster one takeaway all night, but it was a big one right here. Lastly, let's go to Nashville. It's the Titans hosting the Kansas City Chiefs. And this is the Titans wideout. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. Some big games to get to. We start in Buffalo. The Bills at home to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. And this is the running back for the visitors. He gets a seal here and a seal here, and off he goes. The Eagles win their 3rd straight game as they get the victory today. From there, it's on to Cincinnati, checking in on the Bengals as they play host to the Arizona Cardinals. And it's a big play by the Bengals defense. This a big play late in the ballgame. The Bengals win their 2nd straight as they get the victory here. One more to bring you, and it's from the nation's capital. It's the Commanders taking on the Cowboys. And here's the Cowboys wideout. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. Lots to get to. We'll begin in Denver. The Broncos at home to take on the LA Chargers. And this is the Broncos quarterback. This will wind up a touchdown. Next up, it's Santa Clara, California. Let's look in on the Niners as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And this is the Niners quarterback. A 14-yard touchdown pass. The 49ers will be the #1 seed in the playoffs. They finish off the regular season with the victory. One more to tell you about real quick. It's up Minneapolis. It's the Vikings taking on the Packers. And this is the running back for the home team. Trying to finish off the regular season in style. I'd say this qualifies. He is gone. We'll start down in the Bayou. The Saints at home to take on the Washington Commanders. And this is the Commanders quarterback. A touchdown pass here from 7 yards out. The Commanders make a statement. They are not to be taken lightly. The #6 seed knocks off the #3. From there, let's go to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Check in on the Titans. They're playing host to the Miami Dolphins. And this is the Titans quarterback. He had a heck of a game. This, one of 2 touchdown passes. He also ran for a score. The Titans are moving on. The #3 seed takes care of business in front of their home fans. One more to bring you up. Let's go to Arlington. The Cowboys taking on the Eagles. And here is the running back. He's trying to will his guys into the divisional round. We'll begin in Santa Clara. The Niners at home to take on the Washington Commanders. And this is the Niners wideout. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The 49ers are on to the NFC Championship game. They get it done here in the divisional round. From there, how about we head out to Buffalo? Let's check in on the Bills as they host the Tennessee Titans. And here's the Bills wideout. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. A 43-yard touchdown. The Bills are moving on. They'll play again next week for the AFC title. Lastly, got one more to show you here. And this is the visitors' running back. He's going to hit the hole hard, get loose into the secondary, and they're not gonna get him. The Cowboys are moving on. They are now 1 win away from the Super Bowl. We'll begin in Santa Clara. The Niners at home to take on the Cowboys. And this is the running back. He's been terrific in these playoffs, trying to get his guys to the Super Bowl, and off he goes. The Cowboys do it again. What a run through these playoffs. They're the surprise champions of the NFC. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers. They're playing host to the Buffalo Bills. And this is the Bills quarterback. He's going to find his man here. This, one of his 3 touchdown passes on the night.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
With the eyes of the world watching, it's time for the biggest event of the year, as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, the Lombardi Trophy's in the building, and we've got a fight to see who's gonna raise it between the Dallas Cowboys and the Buffalo Bills. Kate Scott, Brock Heward up here in the booth, everybody. Honored to bring you this Super Bowl. And might we see a little history here tonight, partners? One side on the verge of their first Lombardi Trophy, but to win it, they've got to go through somebody who knows what it takes. They have been to the mountaintop before.
We all know that narrative can be a blessing, also a curse. They enter this game with a different type of momentum. A team without a title on the verge of finally achieving it. But with that momentum, here comes the weight of pressure and expectations. Looking fortunate, can't wait to bring it to you. And handling that pressure will be an enormous key.
A tradition started back in 1967 has now reached its diamond anniversary. And off we go in Super Bowl 60. This makes it up to the 25. Well, here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And leading the way is their fourth-year QB. Throwing now off the play action. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13.
You set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Here's a throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15.
So here come the Bills for their opening drive. And we'll take a glance at their 7th-year QB. Throwing it again here. Short pass brought in. This is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Takes the second down snap. Finds him over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. From the red zone on first. Dump off caught by his back. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace. So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from Santa Clara coming up.
Protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities.
Pressure's coming, and they take him down. Here comes the field goal unit now for the Bills. This one from an even 40 yards out. And that one is good. The Cowboys back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. Pass play coming here. Avoid some trouble there. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. He got hit as he tried to throw, and normally those linemen are the ones making that hit to affect the pass, Brock. It is so nice to see one of the big boys on the other end of the impact play, getting the INT that time.
You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
It's in or no, they dropped another one. Here comes the field goal unit now for the Bills. This a 39-yarder. And it is good. To throw here on first down. Sheds up a rusher. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear.
Third and long. They're going to throw. They'll have the first down and even more. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. And he gets in. Touchdown. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand.
Setting up to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counter-punch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
So to begin the third, it's going to be the Buffalo offense we see first. Here's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Jukes away from one. Quite the brave call they're making in this situation, Brock. They're going for it on 4th. He's going to loft one deep to the left. In. Touchdown, Buffalo.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Getting his offense ready. They're going for 2. All right, they're going to throw for it. And he makes the catch. The 2-point conversion try is good. Back to throw. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Buffalo. A lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
How many times you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
They've been doing it.
And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Gain of 15 there. 3rd and long for him here. This one's caught. Smith has it. Touchdown, Dallas. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They'll throw 3rd and long. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Cowboys get it back on the final play of the quarter. Hard to believe, but just 1 quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. It's Cowboys football. They'll try to erase the deficit here to win a record-tying 6th title. Right up the gut. Escapes the defender. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. to throw now. Cowboys closing in, and they get to it. It's sack number 4 in the game for them. Offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Back now, pressure coming. Complete beyond the marker.
Playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Throw here, 3rd down. Gets himself free. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate.
Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out.
If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Bills down by only 3. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Connects on the crosser. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Here we go, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Near the goal line. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Here he is to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Throwing now. Throw is caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. So for the 3rd time tonight, they're going to bring him out for a field goal try. A very short kick here from the right hash. Looking good, and it's through! The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. He'll look to throw it. Short pass caught by his tight end.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Here's a throw. He's got Smith again. The entire game now resting on the right foot of this kicker. A 49-yarder in front of him here. That one is good! And he's done it! They've done it! They've won the Super Bowl! And it is a new era for the Dallas Cowboys. At long last, they are Super Bowl champions once again. This is what we all hope every year when we get to this point, Brock. We hope for the drama. We hope that the game lives up to the big stage that it was played on. Close at the end. Really just 1 or 2 moments in there that decided who was going to be the team waiting to receive the trophy.
Yeah, you just feel, don't you, Kate, that every single bit of that Lombardi trophy had to be earned here tonight. But not just tonight, not over these 60 minutes, It was every practice throughout the season, every tough battle they fought on Sundays from September to January, battle tested. It was all that work that made them capable of earning the championship tonight.
Commissioner Goodell ready to make the presentation as the Lombardi Trophy returns to the Dallas Cowboys, champions of Super Bowl 60. So for our entire crew here at EA Sports, for my partner Brock Heward and myself, that's going to do it on another fantastic NFL season. We cannot wait to catch you all again in the fall. I'm Kate Scott. Wherever and however you've been watching, please get home safe tonight, everybody. Good night from Santa Clara.